Russia allows dozens of illegal migrants to reach the Finnish border. They move on foot or on scooters or bicycles. To limit the influx of illegal immigrants, the Finnish side began to unilaterally close some checkpoints. However, this did not help, and the border guards had to use the military to help. They also began to build protective structures with temporary barriers on the border. The head of the border checkpoint, Vartius, said that some asylum seekers were simply pushed from the Russian border point to the Finnish border. Earlier, the Finnish president said that with such methods, Moscow was taking revenge on Helsinki for defense cooperation with Washington.
The Department of Official Assistance of the Defense Forces is located here. This includes construction support, transport and additional assistance. Thus, we are strengthening structures directly in the border crossing area on the eastern border to ensure public order and security here. For almost the entire last week, the number of asylum seekers has increased by 2 to 3 times the usual number. If you look at the statistics, in September, 400 asylum applications were submitted to Finland, and last week it was 36 applications in a couple of days.
Finland has already closed 4 of 9 checkpoints with Russia. However, amid the influx of migrants, the state is considering the complete closure of borders with Russia, the media write. As the Center for Strategic Communication and Information Security notes, Putin is trying to repeat the migration crisis of 2021. Then Lukashenko allowed thousands of migrants through Belarus to the EU. In 2021, their number on the border with Lithuania increased 17 times compared to 2020. At a joint conference with the president of Finland, his Polish counterpart Andrzej Duda said that a hybrid attack on Helsinki was taking place.
On the border with Russia, Finland is experiencing a phenomena similar to what we have been dealing with here since 2021. In other words, to sum it up, this is a hybrid attack on the Finnish border, and it is carried out by attracting groups of migrants to this border. This is a very unpleasant and difficult situation.
The Russian side, represented by the Kremlin spokesperson Peskov, denies all accusations. Moscow believes that Helsinki allegedly invented a reason for closing the border with the Russian Federation. However, Finland does not gain anything from the closure of border checkpoints and even loses, experts say. Many Russians used bus services from St. Petersburg to Finland for onward travel through Finnish airports. However, since November the 18th, the largest bus carriers have suspended their services, so the decision to close the checkpoint was made solely to protect themselves from a Russian hybrid attack.
By and large, Finland is even harming itself here because Safe Air's flights to the USA were quite popular, and by and large, most people on the bus always went to the airport to fly somewhere further. But what can one do in such a situation? Apparently, the Finnish authorities decided that they simply could not otherwise deal with the migrant crisis inspired by the Russian side.
Last week, according to the Finnish border guard, about 300 illegal migrants arrived in the country. Most of them were citizens of Iraq, Yemen, Somalia and Syria. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Nikita Skoblikov, UATV News.